Shalom, Israel. Most High in Christ bless. I'd like to welcome you to another class of 15 minutes with the captains. Captain Soraya, and to my side here,
Officer Azaria.
all praise to the Most High. So we're going to get started. The topic today for the 15 minutes with the captains is know your enemy, hate not thy brother. Okay? Know your enemy, hate not thy brother. Before we start, let's play this video here. I want you to see this clip. I've been looking for this clip for a long while, and I finally found it, that one that we can actually play. So I want you to watch this clip, and then we're going to go back into the class. Let's play it.
You studied your history, and you did not take over this country by singing "We Shall Overcome." You did not gain control of the world like you have it now by dealing fairly with a man and keeping your word. You're treaty breakers, you're liars, you're thieves, you rape entire continents and races of people. Then you wonder why these very people don't have any confidence or trust in you. Your religion means nothing. Your law is a farce, and we see it every day. You demonstrated it in Alabama. And I can say you because you're part of the whole system. You profit from it. In fact, you make your living from it. You couldn't walk around and talk to people, stand up in your pulpit on Sunday and preach nice little songs and say, now we're going to give thanks to the Lord for he is good and old Jesus be among us. As far as we're concerned, your Jesus is contaminated, just like everything else you tried to force upon us is contaminated.
Let's pause it right there. I hope y'all listen closely. Here is a black man saying we studied your history, okay? Because that's what they teach us anyway, their history. But how about you learn your history, which is right here in this Bible right here, okay? This Bible here is true black history, which is the Bible, the book of our fathers, okay? This is our heritage. This is our history right here, okay? But again, I told you the title is Know Your Enemy. To know your enemy, yes, you have to study their history because they definitely studied yours, okay? In their eyes, you are their enemy, okay? But I bring this out to you today because, again, we act like one another, which are the same blood, come from the same lineage, the line of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. We have become enemies against one another. But I tell you, okay, God tells you, according to this Bible, listen, know your enemy, okay? Hate not thy brother. So we're going to start, first of all, who is your enemy? Because a lot of us don't realize that you have enemies, okay? Being because we don't turn against each other, our own people, our own blood. Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. Let me show you what your enemy done to you. And God allowed it to happen so because of our disobedience or rebelliousness against the Most High God, okay? We turn and start being enemies against God. But let's read and see what the Bible says. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68.
Uh-huh.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
With ships. That happened to us, okay? On cargo slave ships, okay? This is true history. Again, I told you, the Bible is a true history book. It is a black history book, and it does incorporate the other nations in this book. But the main focus of this book, the Bible, is you so-called black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of, okay? Your enemy have told you that Christ is a white man. Your enemy have told you that Christ was born on Christmas Day. Your enemy have told you to come on, let's celebrate Thanksgiving. Let's celebrate Halloween. Let's celebrate the New Year, which ain't January the 1st, okay? Your enemy has taught you Christianity, okay? Your enemy have not taught you to show you or teach you the true Christians that you are, meaning Christ-like, okay? There again, know your enemy, hate not thy brother. But let's read on, okay? Deuteronomy 28, 68 again.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Egypt again, meaning a second time, bringing you to captivity. We was in bondage and slavery into Egypt, in Egypt. Yes, long time ago. And yet again, we came into Egypt again with how? Cargo slave ships. Read on.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again.
You weren't going to see your homeland no more again. Okay, read on.
And there
where those cargo slave ships landed, because we as the children of Israel were scattered to the four corners of the earth, okay? We are all over the place. This cargo slave ships have went throughout all the earth, okay? And wherever those slave ships landed, that's where we are, the so-called black, Hispanics, and Native American, okay? The children of Israel. Read on.
ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Sold unto your friends. Is that what the Bible says? No. It says you're going to be sold unto your enemies. Read on.
For bondmen and bondwomen.
Uh-huh.
And no man shall buy you.
And no man was going to save you or buy you back or redeem you, okay? Back from this enemy that made you a bondman and a bondwoman. Yes, so-called black, Hispanic, Native American woman, you were right there with us, okay? You were sold into slavery to your enemies. Okay, let me ask you this. Have you went back to your homeland? No. You're still in the land of your captivity, okay? You probably don't even know where your homeland is, okay? Because your enemy have taught you otherwise. But let's read Deuteronomy 28. Matter of fact, let's see. Yeah, we read Deuteronomy 28, 68. Let's go backwards because we're talking about the enemies. Know your enemies, okay? Hate not thy brother. Go to Deuteronomy 28 and 48.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 48.
Uh-huh.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
That's what happened to us when we came over here on those cargo slave ships. You served your enemy. You serve your enemy today, okay? You serving your enemy now. If you call yourself putting up a Christmas tree, if you call yourself celebrating Valentine's Day, if you call yourself celebrating Easter, if you call yourself celebrating all this foolishness that your enemy have taught you through Christianity, okay, that he forced on you through your captivity or through slavery, okay, because there was a time you wasn't able to read, okay. You didn't know this was your book. You didn't know this was your heritage, okay. You was discontinued from it, as you read in Jeremiah 17 and 4, okay. By your disobedience, God allowed this to happen to us, and we over here serving our enemies through all this idolatry, okay? Again, he said, therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies. You don't realize you're still in the land of your enemies. Wherever you were scattered at on those cargo slave ships, okay, you still are serving your enemies to this very day. Read on.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
The Lord sent them against us. Okay, because we are such a rebellious and stiff-necked people. And you see that even this very day. We still rebellious and stiff-necked. Okay, read on.
In hunger.
In hunger, because you got to go to your enemy just to get food. Read on.
And in thirst.
Don't pay that water bill and see what happened. Your enemy going to cut your water off. Okay, read on.
And in nakedness.
And in nakedness, okay? You got to go to them to get your clothing from your enemies. Read on.
And in want of all things.
In want of all things. In the land of your enemies, you are in want of him in all things, okay? Read on.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck, until he have destroyed thee.
There's plenty of books out here and it has the images, which they're trying to do away with now because they don't want you to remember what happened to you, okay? Now that the Israelites, the prophets of God are waking up in the land today and teaching their people and showing them and bringing them back to their heritage, they're trying to get rid of it, okay? Even through the school system, they are trying to get rid of the true history, all right? There again, that's why I tell you, brothers and sisters, know your enemies. Hate not thy brother, okay? So we're fighting against the wrong ones. We're fighting against each other, okay? Why are we fighting against each other? We're brothers, okay?
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
Listen, I'm telling you, seriously, I'm not looking for no friends, okay? We are blood brothers. I'm going to treat you. Do we have disagreements? Yes, we do. Do we have ups and downs? Yes, that's going to happen. Do we go through trials and tribulation? Yes, that happens. But why should I hate you? You're my blood, okay? But again, there is a people that do hate you, and it's been proven down through history. That's the key right there. He destroyed us. Our enemy has destroyed us to the point that we fight against each other, that we hate each other. Look at all these rappers out here now. Talented rappers, singers. What in the hell going on now? They killing each other over foolish songs. Okay? What are they promoting to our women? Calling them H's, whores, and calling each other out of their names. That's not the women. These are the children of Israel. These are the daughters of Zion. That's okay? Right. Again, so we have been destroyed as a people. Know your enemy. Hate not thy brother. Give me Sirach chapter 12 and verse 10. I'm dealing with this enemy again. Okay? Trying to teach us not to hate our own brother. Give me Sirach 12 and verse 10. Let's read that.
Sirach chapter 12, verse 10.
Uh-huh.
Never trust thine enemy.
How can I trust somebody that taught me something contrary to my true heritage, to my true history? Right. How can I trust them? I'm trying to tell y'all, brothers and sisters, know your enemies. Read on.
For like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
Just like iron, you set it outside, ain't no doubt about it. You can bring it back here and sand it down, clean it up, and eventually you put it right back outside, it's going to rust. In other words, at some point in time, you might say, well, Susie, she's my good friend. They're not all bad. But you let the right moment or situation to happen. The Most High will allow that to happen as you see as we continue through time, and they're going to show their wickedness, okay? They're going to show. Matter of fact, when Trump came out running for president, that showed a lot of the so-called white man, which he ain't white, the Caucasian that come from the Caucasus Mountains. He is called Esau, okay, from his forefather Edom, okay? That's who they are. They showed their true wickedness, especially when Trump ran for president. And they ain't stopped showing it since then because it goes back even before Trump, okay? But let's read on. Never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Read on.
Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him.
And beware of him, though he act like he's so smooth and humble and crouching real low to the point that he's look like he innocent. They fooled you. They got you fooled, okay? They destroy you as a people. Let's read on.
And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass.
Just like, you're taking a shower and it's steaming and you come and you get out of the shower and you trying to look in the mirror and you wipe the glass, okay? You clear the steam away, but then you notice it come right back, okay? Just like wiping a looking glass. Read on.
And thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away.
You can't wipe it away. You can't wipe that smudge or that steam off there because it comes right back, okay? Same thing. You can't wipe this away. This is how he is. This is who he is. This is the nature of the beast. Okay? Let's read on. So it says, set him not by thee. In other words, you want to incorporate with him. You want to unify with him. Okay? You think he's so good and you see the goodness that he has, you want to join yourself with him instead of joining yourself with your own people that's lacking and suffering and in need. You want to join yourself, but you want to sit him by you to make you feel like it look like you something. But you're fooling yourself. That's the enemy right there in the midst of you. But he said again, read it again.
Set him not by thee, lest when he hath overthrown thee.
When he have overthrown thee, because this letting you know he's trying to overthrow thee. And truth be told, you already been overthrown and don't even know it. Read on.
He stand up in thy place.
He stand up in your place now. He acting like you got a movie coming out about Michael Jackson, Now Michael Jackson all of a sudden he becomes a white man, okay? For you know he'll be Martin Luther King. For you let time go on because they're trying to erase our history altogether. They got him played by Edomite. You let him continue on. He just like when you think about the movie 300, okay? That's portrayed by Caucasian men, but those are Israelites. You wouldn't know that, okay? Because now he's standing in your place. As history continues on, he going to continue to take over and stand in your place. But read on. Yes, sir.
Verse 12. Set him not by thee, lest when he hath overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place.
Yeah, he gonna stand in your place, pretending to be you now. And another prime example, he claiming to be the Jew. No, he's Jewish. He claiming to be you over in the land, over there in Jerusalem, claiming to be the chosen people of God. That's not so. There again, know your enemy, all right? Hate not thy brother. Read on.
Neither let him sit at thy right hand.
Don't let him sit at your right hand, okay? The right hand is a trusted place, okay? A place of strength and loyalty. That's why it always says the right hand, okay? But read on.
Lest he seek to take thy seat.
And
thou, at the last, remember my words.
Then you're going to remember his words, what we read at the beginning, which we said, never trust thine enemy. So we're trying to show you who your enemy is and always have been and going to continue to be your enemy, okay? Read Psalms 83. You'll see who your enemies are, all right? Read on.
And be pricked therewith.
And be pricked, okay? Be cut, okay? Therewith, the truth that we've been telling you from the whole beginning. The truth that when you see the prophets of the Lord out in the hedges and highways teaching you, trying to tell you the truth, bring you back to your heritage, and tell you, know your enemy, but hate not thy brother. All right? So listen, I'm going to end it right there. Again, welcome to 15 Minutes with the Captains. Appreciate you tuning in. I'm Captain Soraya, and to my side,
Officer Azaria.
And with that, we say shalom.
Shalom.
We used to scream black power while Heron was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.